What up, though? I'm J.R.
And I'm Donte.
And here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing.
Hey, yo, man. So I was kind of thinking about, how being raised on love versus being raised on survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Like the differences in between that and how it affects people, later on in life when you've experienced that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, man. I mean, honestly, it's a lot more people that I know that are raised off of survival, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. That love thing a little tricky. It's a little tricky out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it from the perspective of it's hard to raise your children with love when you got to worry about making ends meet and figuring out your next meal and all those other things. It creates almost this survival instinct within the children that want to strive harder, want to work harder in some situations. So I don't know. I'm more of an advocate for the survivor, man. You know?
See, the only thing about being raised in survival mode is like, for me, I think it causes like this feeling of, it's never enough because that's how you was raised. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing where your next meal is going to come from, if it's going to come or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just that whole poverty thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like later on in life when you was raised in survival mode, you feel like, it's all about me, myself, and I. It's kind of hard to, have sympathy or.
But ain't that human nature though?
It just depends on how you was raised. See, when you was raised in love, you have more empathy for others, and you have a sense of, stability to where you can form relationships better with other people. When you in survival mode, it's kind of hard for you to trust people. You know what I'm saying? You always thinking that, this person has an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to trust somebody. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like it could be a little bit of both. I don't really feel like I had like real life struggles to where it was a lot of stuff that I had to worry about.
Okay.
Maybe if my parents had stuff to worry about, I didn't really know as a kid because maybe they like, kept that from me to where I really didn't see it like that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I had my share of growing up in, bad neighborhoods and being exposed to a lot of shit I probably ain't had no business being exposed to. But I'm saying as far as like in my immediate household, like I kind of was like, my mom was a young mom, but it was like, I had a granny too who had a real good job. So it was kind of like, and I was the baby. So I kind of felt like I was more spoiled than anything. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was coming up in these circumstances that might have not always been ideal, I kind of always had
like an umbrella.
What I wanted and what I needed. You feel me? So I can't really say that it's like a survival mode. I think it's more survival mode for me being the neighborhoods or like, maybe the schools,
navigating
and stuff
the hood.
Yeah,
okay,
navigating. You know what I'm
I
saying?
That,
those type of areas.
But within your four walls, there was love there.
Yeah, right.
I can respect
you feel
that.
me?
Yeah, I understand completely. See, my shit was opposite. Like I was the middle child, right? And mom's was, she was a teenage mutant ninja turtle. She was out here kicking and talking spit. You know what I'm saying? Mom was different out here, and I love her for it. But she was a hustler. So in her mind, it was all about teaching us and raising us how to make it without her. Because she was like, I'm in the streets, nigga. So if I go, you on your own, nigga. So it was more or less raising us to understand that if you can't figure it out, no one's going to figure it out for you. No one's coming for you. I'm not even coming for you. So get that out your head. Which created almost like soldier-like kids.
Right.
Like holidays ain't got a lot of emotion. But, a lot of things we do as a family don't have that emotional element, which I won't. Don't get me wrong. That shit is fly shit. That is some dope shit to have. I wish I could have. I see it all the time. And it's like, but me and my family offer survival, we don't have that. But all of us won't starve. Give a fuck what's going on. Niggas won't starve. Right. But what we won't do is hug. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no love. Ain't no, man, let me call you on your birthday. We don't even call each other on the birthdays. So that's the flip side of it. It's like, it's okay to have, you know what I'm saying, that, but I wish there was more balance. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had more of what you had. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because that create a monster, nigga. I feel like Frankenstein sometimes.
Right. Well, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, what helped a lot, though, too, with me was, my mom being a single mom for, years of my life until she met my stepdad, who is my dad, who raised me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like kind of like when he came about, you know what I'm saying? It instilled in me the things that I needed to know. He imputed into me what it was that I needed to know to become a man, and you know what I'm saying, and how to have a family, how to do the things that I needed to do in order to take care of my own once I, got grown and had kids
So
myself.
you did get balance.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
fly.
saying?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
later on
so
I
the
did.
balance is the real role model then. That you see, because if
Right.
you think about it, you said like because your mom was doing, and then she ran into your stepdad, which brought that extra counterweight to your
Yeah,
life,
you know
which
what I'm saying?
which is almost like a lot of people don't realize that matter, man.
Oh no, it do.
It matter, bro. Because if like your mom's supposed to be the nurturer,
Mm-hmm.
and your dad's supposed to be like the disciplinarian when it comes to this shit, right? But if your mom's forced to like do both, it's almost like she has to parent in survival mode.
Right.
And like your mom's was on that at first, and then
Right.
she ran into your step pops,
Right.
which gave her that balance where she can be feminine again.
Because when you in survival mode, you have this self-preservation to where, you know what I'm saying, it's more of I need to fend for myself.
Yeah,
I can't really worry about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It's all about and likely so, because you know what I'm saying, that's what survival is,
Yeah, it's true.
But I feel like when you are raised in love and not survival mode, it also too can make you kind of, I don't want to say naive, but maybe so, because you not,
No, you got it naive.
you know what I'm saying? You don't have that fight that you
that
have
killer
to,
instinct.
yeah, that you have to
Yeah.
have at all times when
Yeah.
you in flight or flight mode all the time. You know what I'm saying? You scrounging, you trying to
Right.
figure out when your next meal come, you trying to figure out, if I can trust this person, if I can't trust this person. You trying to figure out if this person is really for me. If they not, you don't trust them. You know what I'm saying? It makes you have a different outlook at life.
Exactly. It's hard to be pretty in an ugly world.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be pristine in a dirty world. You can't be clean out here. I hate to say it, but having that aspect, it almost makes you feel like the whole world will love you. And you walk around thinking the world's supposed to love you. But there's more hate than there is ever going to be love outside of your four walls at home. But the one that's raised off total love, they walk around as kisses and hugs. And it's like, that ain't how life works.
To a certain extent, because I just feel like the person that's raised in love, like overall you have a healthier, outlook on life
You think
versus
so?
the person that's not. It might not be, beneficial in some cases, but being able to form relationships better and have healthier relationships with people as you grow older is important. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when people are in survival mode all the time, like when they raise like that, it makes it hard for them to maintain a healthy relationship with other people.
A lot of successful people is raised in survival mode though. So it's kind of crazy how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you get that hunger. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, like the Amazon nigga, he was in the garage. Like, he grew from something. Like, if you don't have that hunger, you won't grow. So you almost gotta have have some of that.
I'm not saying that somebody who's raised in love, like they don't have survival skills. I just feel like when you have, when you're not always in survival mode to where you're worried about, all of these things, that it helps you to be able to live life in a healthier way. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
It helps you look at things
Okay.
differently. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I guess the survivor do got a blinder on. It's
Exactly.
kind of like tunnel vision. Like, it's
You know what I mean?
It's get rich or die trying type shit.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It makes
To
sense.
where it makes it hard for you to formulate these
That's why you don't
relationships
ever
that
have
you
like
need.
why a lot of like, man, look, it is hard, man. When you walking around here worried about where you trying to get and how you got to get there, it's hard to tell them you love them. It's hard to walk around like you say and be a good friend. It's hard to be a good friend. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of people get mad at me, bro. Like, oh, this nigga answer his phone sometimes, or he be this doing this and that. It's hard to be a good friend when you're focused on a place that it don't even really matter where you're going, because we all checking the fuck out anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you get this curse of every day, gotta go, and you lose sight of like love and the people around you, because that's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about, what if some shit fall apart? How I'm gonna make it? Or what if this happens? So it's always this constant.
And that's what I mean by like mentally, it puts you in a place to where you look at life completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To where it's maybe not it's probably not as healthy to look at life that type of way.
Yeah,
You carrying on a lot of baggage and a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. That's
Which
true.
you know,
But it could be motivation.
yeah, definitely could be motivation. But what I'm saying is though, it's not healthy to live that way though. Too.
Oh hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. You know, mental health is important, and
Exactly.
that weighs heavy on mental health. I'm not gonna lie. Love is the thing that helps people get out of depression.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already got it, it's easier to steer clear of that type of shit.
I
Don't
feel
get me
like-
wrong, it can happen.
Yeah, but I feel like anybody can benefit from therapy, like in general, just period. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We all carrying around a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, a lot of things that we dealt with from childhood. And it's like when you get a certain age, like when you become an adult yourself, you can't be.
I've done
my
it.
mom and dad did this or
You
they
ever done
did that. Yeah,
You've done it, therapy?
for sure.
I've done it.
I openly talk about it.
Oh,
all the time,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't want to talk about it, bro.
No, I openly talk
Man,
about
hell
it because
yeah,
you never
talk.
know. You know what you talking about it. Somebody might look at you in the light to where it's like they look at you like as a cool person, and then you mention therapy and talk about
Now they want to do it.
exactly.
Now you helping somebody else out of their
Exactly.
dark
Me
place.
openly talking about it.
Hell
I've
yeah.
convinced like other homeboys that's around me to go try therapy just for me talking about it.
Therapy is a beautiful place to express what's really on your mind, man. A lot of people don't have that opportunity, right? Even if you got to pay somebody to do it, do it. Therapy is a must, bro. I'm telling you now. I wish more people looked at life like something that can be repaired instead of accepting their circumstance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people sit around and they accept the circumstance, and it's like it don't work that way, man.
I go to therapy just for realistically, outside of me dealing with like my past traumas and stuff from my childhood to make me become a better person. Like I go pretty much to deal with day-to-day stuff. Like if I don't go to therapy, I feel like to get somebody's perspective who's trained in that, like it keeps me from crashing out. Cause it be a lot of times I be wanting to do stuff to certain people, like, you know what I'm saying? And like I go talk to my therapist and like, you know, get a different perspective to make sure I'm not tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that makes sense, bro. You got to do that. You got to lean on somebody,
I check
man.
myself when I'm tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now sometimes I'm not tripping. Sometimes, you know, I'm right. I'm right in how I feel, what I'm thinking, but sometimes I'm not. So
You need
I gotta,
that reassurance sometimes.
exactly. I gotta put it together and make sure I'm you
So
know.
do you think that's part of your upbringing, that you willing to seek help? Or do you think it's part of like you growing up in an environment where it's like, okay, I've watched other people fall and go through shit and I don't want to be that type of person?
Yeah, man, it's really for me, man, it's about you get tired of living life a certain kind of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you know there's things that's bothering you, you know it's things that, you know, that hinder you, that you want to just shake off you.
Yeah.
So it's like a weight on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you
No doubt.
finally attack and address and deal with all of your problems head on, you know what I'm saying? It's like a weight lifted off you to where it's like you can focus better. You can maintain relationships better. You can deal with people better. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get to this point to where, well, I got to that point to where I just felt like there's something better I could be doing as far as within myself. You know what I'm saying?
So
Than living this type of-
self-improvement.
Exactly.
And that's what it should be about.
You know,
It should be about looking at what you really are, accepting who you are, and understanding what needs to be fixed and taking steps. You know what I'm saying? But tying back to what we were saying as far as like surviving versus love, when you got love, you'll have people around you to tell you, you need therapy, bro.
Right.
You need to go talk to somebody. When you raised in survival mode, like you remember when I told you, man, motherfucker told me to unlost myself. I'm literally reaching out to my family for help. Just to recap, just so you know what I'm saying, y'all understand what I'm saying, man. I reached out to my family for help. My mom just passed, and I'm going through what I'm going through, and I'm like, we in a group chat, mind you. We talking about, yeah, we gonna look out, love, right? And I'm like, man, I'm feeling real lost today, fellas, man. You know, things all bad. I'm lost right here, man. Unlost yourself. She wouldn't want you to be out here crying and shit. So my mom wouldn't want me to mourn for her, bro. That's the vibe. Would somebody text you some shit like that in group chat in your family blood? Think about that. Ain't that some other? But them is raised off survival.
But you know, you can't really expect
Wipe your tears.
something different. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know different.
I know. I didn't expect. It was just the sheer understanding of like, yeah, we all raised like that. Like we all built the same way. So it's like I'm reaching for compassion from niggas that don't produce compassion. It's like reaching for water in the desert. It don't work that way. And it's like, I understand it after the fact. I talk shit about it, like as I'm talking now, but that don't mean I don't understand. It's just like they said, she wouldn't want me to be this way. This is their understanding of their mother, because this how she raised us. Like, nigga, wipe your face. Keep pushing. Where am I pushing to at this point?
Right. So what's the alternative of that though? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you change that?
I mean, honestly, at this point, it's more about just accepting and understanding, man. We all kind of old, bro. I don't know if we gonna ever shift.
Yeah, but I
Me
mean,
and my son's different. You know what I'm saying? That shift, like, our dynamic is like, he's raised off straight love and sauce. Like, I raised him a little different. Oh, he got some sauce. I didn't let him think it was sweet out here, but at the same time, it's a lot of love because I know what it's like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't pass on the curse of like the survival gene. It's like, nah. So that's what I'm doing. But as far as my situation, I can't do anything about what's happened and what's going to happen within my family. But
right. I mean, well, you could, you know what I'm saying?
For the future, yeah. For the future. But not now,
having
bro.
a conversation. It all start with a conversation.
Man, we always end up in a fight, bro. Because we always do it over Hennessy, though. That's the up part. Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
niggas,
that ain't gonna help the situation.
Never talk over Hennessy.
That ain't gonna help the situation at all. But I'm saying it starts with a conversation and pointing out the things that could be different, and y'all all coming to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And,
but we've been there. But it's kind of like the blind leading the blind, bro. Like you said, we had group therapy. Let's say group therapy might be a move. You know what I'm saying? But as far as us trying to talk it out, we ain't got that bones in us.
Well, what you just said, group therapy.
Group therapy would be a move.
That's something y'all can, tap into. And
I can't get them to come to Thanksgiving, though.
That can help.
How am I going to get them to come to group therapy, bro?
Hey, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Gotta try, you know?
Yeah, and nothing beat a fail but a try. You right about that,
I was just about to ask you that. What's that saying? Hey, if you ain't trying, then you can't really.
You right about that, man.
You just gotta try, you know what I'm saying? To change, you know?
So what do you think your kids... How do you think your kids viewing this life right now? Now that they're older, do you think they viewing it as survivors, lovers, or a balance?
It's a healthy balance, man. The only survival that they know about is, is getting out here and really getting it.
Working hard for what they want.
Working hard, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
That type of stuff.
Same
but
here.
As far as like wanting for nothing or knowing that life to where,
I gotta go get it. I ain't got it coming from home.
Yeah, no, they don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, I pride myself in that one too.
They know about, being a good student, playing sports, you know what I'm saying?
Getting accolades and praise for doing good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't realize that shit, it helps. That shit go a long way when it comes to kids. Like, it's a form of love to be like, you did good, son. Exactly. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
I tell my sons, and I tell them I love them every day. You know what I'm saying? I always tell them I love them. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga don't get killed out here.
No.
Okay, mom.
You know I won't. Tell them, it's okay to, express emotion.
Yeah, that's a big one, bro.
But learn how to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Emotional intelligence.
Oh yeah, for sure,
bro.
For sure.
Oh my God, it's a big one, bro.
We don't talk about that. It's okay to cry. Men cry, like all of that.
We don't talk about it enough, man. We don't talk about how we have been emotionally muted as men a lot of times when it comes to like being raised off survival, even, or in your situation, like teaching your kids that it's okay to express how you feel, man. That don't make you weak. That make you stronger. The weak one is the holding it in.
Exactly.
That's gonna crash out eventually.
Exactly.
Let that shit out, man. Like, and I know for a fact,
it's like a soda pop. You know what I'm saying? You shake it up, all that pressure, it's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that out.
Man, just on some real shit, be 100 with you, bro. Due to the fact the way I was raised, fam, I feel like I haven't grieved my mama properly. Because I don't have the emotional intelligence or capacity to really let that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like one of those things where it's like you say the pop thing, but it's unintentional. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like I want to, but it's like the nigga. I really get up, go to work, man. You can't mourn like that because, mom, if I go in this place, I ain't gonna be able to come out of this place, so I can't think about it. And I keep going to work, doing shit, doing.
Well, what you going to therapy? Is that something that you talk to your therapist about?
Honestly, since my mom passed, I ain't been back.
See, that's your first problem.
It's
your priority now to get back to where you was at beforehand. This is where you need to go more than ever. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy because I was going when she was alive to deal with like childhood trauma and shit. Anybody read the book and shit, bro, you understand, like, nigga, it was different. So, anyway, it was one of those things where I wanted to embrace, like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to really make you understand what I mean. Like, I wanted to embrace the fact that she was here, you know what I'm saying, and talk about what we've been through in therapy, right? I wanted to do that. But I wanted her to see the outcome of it. Like,
Right.
I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, I want like almost kind of give her therapy through me, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I was on. And then she passed, bro, and it was like, I don't want to talk to nobody, bro.
Yeah, but so you got to, because part of grieving is coming to terms with knowing that that's a part of life, and that, you know, everybody got to go at some point. I can't talk
We don't
about
talk
losing
about death
mine.
though in my fam, bro.
Right, but what I'm
That's
saying
crazy.
is, though, you know, grieving, you have to be able to give yourself time to grieve, for one,
Yeah.
and then two, to understand it,
Yeah.
and then process your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So getting back into therapy, tapping back in, is something you should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
you
That's
right,
not
you
something
right.
you should just be sitting with and thinking that, oh man, I don't want to talk to nobody about it, because then you're not gonna get over.
Yeah.
The
I don't
hump,
think I
you know
even
what I'm saying?
started the hump though. That's the crazy part. So
That's
you
why
might
you need to go tap back
absolutely,
in.
Yeah, you right,
You feel
bro.
me?
I'm gonna have to
You
reach
know
out.
what you need to do. You got the answer. You just not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'm scared, man. Just to let that shit out, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I always thought if shit hit the fan, bro, I would crash out, right? And I'm more afraid that I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't crash out. I went through I cried, you know, I went through all that. My mama gone, right? But as far as like the ultimate, just like the way I thought it would be, I feel like that's still in me. And I'm almost
That's why you need
afraid.
to go talk it out. You know what I'm
And
saying?
if I let
Get
that shit out though, man, you come in this bitch, I'm in this bitch like Pookie looking like motherfucker.
That's why
Like,
you
J-
gotta go talk it out, man.
JR, man, just come on, bro. Let me
You
hold
gotta
$10.
go talk it out, bro. You feel me?
Looking like the nigga at the end of Snowfall, bro. I can't.
I don't know nothing about snow.
You ain't never seen?
I don't
Oh,
watch no
bro,
shows,
man.
whatsoever. I'm not a
bro,
TV watcher.
I'm not either. But they put that shit all over the internet. He was top dog. Went out like motherfucker Eddie Kane. I know you seen Five Heartbeats.
That's a movie though. That's a classic too.
Eddie Kane, nigga, he turned into Kane.
I can
It was-
I can level with you with Eddie Kane, but Snowfall, I don't know nothing about it, bro.
I'm telling you, you go cover this bitch and be like,
Nothing about
nice
it.
like this. I wish you gonna be like, what's up with the pot?
Nah,
Green chops with. No, bro.
that's tripping.
I'm just saying, fam. I just wish that I was raised with more love so I can understand how to process my emotions. My grandparents passed. I didn't cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking both of them.
But see, now you know all of this stuff though. As an adult, it's
Yeah.
time for you to put in the work. You know what I'm saying, to deal with these things, tackle them head on.
Here goes nothing.